Why no FSW draws? Is that your question? Or why is there a PR only for people who are inside Canada? Why is the Canadian government not inviting FSW, the Canadian Immigration Express Entry draws for people who are outside Canada? Why have there only been Canadian Experience Class draws or PNP? I know a lot of people have been waiting in the pools. A lot of people have been desperately waiting to see a draw that morning that says yes, all program draws for Express Entry are now out. But unfortunately 2021 has not yet seen any of those draws. Well, in this video I'm going to share my thoughts, because I've been holding off for a long time for making this video, but today is the day. Let's just discuss this particular situation in detail. Alright guys, so welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Brampton, Ontario. My office is there, but right now I'm traveling to India. So if you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen for a WhatsApp conversation, and please make a note of my Indian number if you want to get in touch with me using a regular call, because for some time I'm going to be in India. Guys, if you're watching this video for the first time, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration, and if you are an aspirant, then this is the channel that you must be watching. Guys, let's just get on to the topic of the day, which is an important one, that 2021 so far has not seen any all program draw. Now, what that really means is that Canadian immigration, the IRCC, has only been inviting either Canadian Experience Class candidates or the PNP applicants from the Express Entry pool. Now the pool has been brimming up for a very long time. People have been waiting in line in order to be invited, because 2020 had a lot of high draws, around 468s, 470s also. But this particular year, 2021, has seen no federal skilled worker draw yet. Okay, so I know a lot of people have sent me messages. They've been sending comments on the videos that Sahil, what is your expectation? What are your predictions? What are your anticipations? What do you think is in store for FSW candidates? Should we even apply? Now, a lot of people said that should we even be hopeful that Canada will ever invite people outside Canada? Now guys, just to be clear, yes, you should be hopeful, because it is only a temporary state or a temporary situation. But let me just break down this particular video in a couple of sections, because until the last section it's going to be really important. So make sure that you're watching this video till the end in order to get a holistic view of what is happening so far. Now guys, overall, just to let you know wherein the hope part comes in, and people are saying should we even be hopeful, or should we even be should we even be applying? Now the answer is, guys, the first thing is that immigration is really important for Canada, and more than quite often the immigration minister himself, the Prime Minister himself, has made it very clear on a lot of public platforms and press conferences that immigration is an intricate part of Canadian immigration, is an integrate part of the Canadian economy for recovery also. Okay, now not only recovery, Canadian immigration also plays an important role in terms of building the nation for the future as well. Now if you look at the whole landmass of Canada, it is 3 times that of India. But if you look at the population, it is nowhere near. It's about 4 to 5 crore people in Canada, whereas India runs in 1.3 to 1.4 billion people today. Okay, now if you look at the population, that is a fraction of what is there in India, but the land mass is 3 times. Okay, now imagine if the country has to maintain its infrastructure, maintain its future, maintain people, workforce, a lot of people who should be there to take care of the old people, pay taxes. From all these angles, immigration is really important if Canada has to grow economically, be strong, be a developed nation and everything, right? So goes without saying, immigration is really important for Canada. On the other hand, if you look at the target that was set up by the immigration minister himself and for IRCC, now Canada wants 401,000 people. That is, in Indian metrics we say 4,01,000 people. Now that target has been set out for 2021. Now if Canada has to meet that target, they definitely need to invite people under the new pathways or the existing pathways or whatever they're trying. So yes, they have to meet the target which has been set out by themselves for themselves. Okay, now having these two thoughts in mind, now what are the issues that due to which the draws have not been happening? Now guys, blame it on COVID. We all know the border restrictions have been up all over the place, and it is not just Canada. If you look at Belgium, Poland, France, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere guys, just name it, every country has restrictions in place. Okay, and now why is only Canada being highlighted? That's because Canada has been the nation which has been inviting immigrants quite a lot despite being a developed nation, right? So obviously apprehensions are there with people with whom we have expectations. Now people have expectations with Canada that they will be invited for PR, hence the apprehensions, because COVID happened and Canada has not been able to invite a lot of people. Well, they have issued a lot of invitations, but not a lot have gone to people who have been outside Canada. Now due to COVID, once again the border restrictions have been in place, and what really happens is whenever a person is given a PR or invited for a PR, the ultimate PR status is conferred once the person lands in Canada with the PR visa or whatever is given, right? Now border restrictions and landing is not happening, hence the since the whole chain is not complete, and it becomes natural for IRCC to hold draws or invite people who are there inside Canada already, because that is a faster conversion, and they also have to meet the targets and they need to invite people more and more. Now people who are currently inside Canada, which is Canadian Experience Class, and PNP, some of the PNP applicants are already inside Canada, hence normal choice that they would want to invite a lot of these people during the early part of the year, in order to make sure that by the end of the second of the year they complete their landings and they are able to complete their PR part. So yes, this is the first issue. Now the second issue that we have at hand is basically a lot of VACs are closed. Visa application centers abroad are closed, right? Or maybe are affected heavily due to lockdowns in their native places. So let's take Delhi for example, and today April month 2021, we are all under lockdown in Delhi, and we already know that the VAC operations have been delayed, suspended for some time at least. Now what's happening is PRs, reissuing COPRs, student visas, work permits increase a lot of burden on a VAC. Since they had been closed earlier in 2020, they still have that backlog left over, and the border restrictions are there, people are not flying. That means they are reissuing the COPRs, reissuing PRs, PRTDs, a lot of documents. Now imagine if Canada opened an all program draw and a lot of more people started applying, and obviously whenever a PR application happens, it has to be completed at the VAC, because that's usually one of the in that ring of the chain of completing the processes, VAC plays a very important role. Now imagine if Canada started inviting all program people and the program started happening again. Now VAC would face a lot of more burden. VACs are already suffering reduced capacities due to COVID, lockdowns and closures, so they are temporarily suffering due to a lot of applications. So that could be one of the reasons that they are not yet ready with the VACs, and it is not the IRCC's issue only, it is also because the local laws also apply from a country on to the VAC where the VAC is located, right? So guys, give a certain consideration to IRCC also. I think they are trying their best due to new pathways and everything. They are trying their best to do whatever they can in terms of giving PR to people, inviting people, be it from inside or outside. They are very well aware. They are also stepping up operations on student visas and work permits. Well, they are limiting their timelines and everything. They are committing to timelines at least, and they are trying their best with whatever resources are available, and I'm sure it's a strategic move that they are into. There is nothing to be worried about, guys. IRCC is always well aware of people who are there. They are well considerate about compassionate grounds and everything, and they very well take care of applicants who are around the globe. Just give them some time. I'm sure the operations will resume to normal speed as COVID dies out, because we don't know, COVID happened out of nowhere and it has affected the world globally, and Canada is nothing different from the world. It is a part of all operations. People are still there, they're all affected by COVID, so reduced operations, country lockdowns and border restrictions, I think, are the main contributors to this particular part, which is called FSW or all program draws not happening. Well, this is my view so far. Okay, this is what I think. There could be much more reasons, and a lot of people might not want to agree with me, guys. This is what I think, and I've shared my opinion, and I hope that all of the deserving people get their PRs really, really soon, and I wish all the best to everyone, and I hope everybody comes to Canada as a permanent residents. At least all the deserving people come to Canada as permanent residents really, really soon. Until then, if you have any further questions, I would be more than happy to speak with you. Please feel free to book a consultation using the number on the screen and the number in the description box. I am also available for a regular call to book a consultation using the Indian number while I am traveling to India. Once again, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you soon in Canada.